see more life when I'm with you. Time after
Before we start the shopping vlog, part of today's video is actually sponsored by Amiro Beauty. So I've actually been testing out their brand new Hydro Glow booster device. Sometimes when you want just kind of like a quick little face pick-me-up, but without having to like go drive somewhere and make an appointment and all that jazz. So this little device has honestly been such a game changer for my skin. I noticed the results immediately. When I came back from my Mexico trip, my skin was so inflamed, and of course I got a nice little tan going, but it was just like with the traveling and going from heavy humidity and then having AC back and forth, my skin was really going through it, and it was just not great. I really needed something to just bring life back into my skin, and this basically combines electromicroneedling with red light therapy. And you guys know me, with my acne scars, we love red light therapy. It's basically a device that gives you that natural glow in just 5 minutes. They actually call this the yoga glow because it mimics the revitalized radiance that you get after like a post yoga session. It's a preventative anti-aging, completely non-invasive, where it uses microcurrent and red light therapy to open up your skin channels, which help lift your facial contours and replaces more invasive treatments that you'd normally have to go in clinic for. It actually pairs perfectly with their anti-wrinkle essence serum, which is actually powered by PDRN, which is essentially salmon DNA, which not only helps boost cell regeneration, but it helps diminish fine lines, because you guys know me, I'm entering my mid-30s, and also helps fade acne scars. It helps with inflammation, helps promote collagen production as well. Basically helps bring your dull skin and make it a lot more radiant and bright. My skin always feels plumped and refreshed and extra hydrated after I use this serum. Basically, you can order a pack of 30 of these little serum sachets, and all you have to do is just break one piece off, and then you rip off the top of this and then just insert it into the cartridge of the device. And this device is super simple. You just have the one button on top, and you just keep pumping this until it basically extracts the serum and distributes it onto this. And then all you have to do is just start gliding it over your face, and immediately you'll feel all the little electromicroneedling going all over your face. And it's a very interesting feeling. When I first used it, I was like, whoa. Then afterwards, I actually saw a difference in my skin. Imagine like an esthetician when they used to go like this, remember? Just a little like light superficial lymphatic drainage. This is basically that, but on steroids. Like, it's just like all over your skin. Little pack is a 30-day supply. You can use this every single day if you'd like. I actually like to alternate using this every other day, and I've really seen a difference in my skin. Not even the fact that my other skincare has been absorbing a lot better, but I actually see a difference in my makeup application. Like, my makeup just lays so much nicer and smoother on my skin. I actually like to focus it right on my jawline, because you guys know that I suffer with hormonal acne. So this helps reduce the inflammation on my pimples, and also just helps fade the acne scars and makes my skin much brighter. I like to just basically go around my jawline a few times and then slowly move on to my cheek area and then my forehead area as well. You can actually see and feel like the tingling little muscle sensations that's constantly moving because of the microcurrent. And then the red light therapy, of course, really helps deeply penetrate your skin. So this device is completely waterproof, super easy to clean. I just like to run it under warm or hot water just to clean it, and then you just wipe it off with a damp little towel. This device is normally $119.99, but with my $50 off code, you can actually get this device for $69.99. I'll definitely put my code up over here, and then also additional links in the description box if you guys are interested in purchasing this product. Thank you again for Amiro for sponsoring part of today's video, and let's get into the shopping vlog. So the last finishing touches, I just recently bought the jelly bean from Rode because they restocked it. I do like it. It definitely tastes more like candy. I mean, it's jelly bean. I don't hate it. If you want to know the exact scent that this smells like, even though it's called jelly bean, do you guys remember the candy Nerds? And it was like half pink, half purple, or they had like the mixed little trick-or-treat size. When you open that little candy box, that is what this smells like. Some people were saying this smells like a blow pop. This does not smell like a blow pop. It smells like Nerds, but I really like that smell. So Also, I am wearing a tank top today. I'm going full on athleisure. This is a Lululemon, I think it's called the Align tank top, and I have my Align leggings, but in the capri style. And then I have an aloe yoga headband just because I could not be bothered with my hair, but I did fix it a little bit and I was using a straightener. But I'm just gonna put some extra sunscreen on my shoulder just because my arms are a lot tanner than basically every part of my body. So I kind of just want to keep it from getting burned. I mean, I guess I should probably put some right here. This is like a Japanese body sunscreen. So the bag of the day is of course my Jodie. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think like black and green go together? I'm not quite sure, but I really want to use this bag. So we're gonna use that bag. We're dressing very, very casual. Like the epitome of LA athleisure, this is what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just gonna fill up my Stanley Cup and then we can go to Rodeo finally. We made it to Rodeo! There was so much traffic on the freeway today because they closed off, I think, like 2 to 3 lanes on the 405. That was ridiculous. So the goals are to go to Bottega Veneta, Fendi, and then we'll just see. Because I was driving by Rodeo, it is Sunday like I said, and it looks very, very busy. So immediately, of course, what comes to mind is the Loewe Flamenco. This is basically the Prada version of the Loewe Flamenco, except do you guys see the middle leather compartment that this has? I actually kind of like the divider in this. I don't know, it just adds like a very small, discreet little pocket. Even though this bag is made with Napa lambskin, I actually didn't think it was Napa lambskin because it didn't feel that soft. At first touch, I actually thought it was calfskin until the essay told me that it was made with Napa lambskin. Visually, I do actually like the thinner straps. This bag is extremely lightweight. My only worry would be if you put something heavy in this bag, would the straps potentially droop down or stretch? And here's their Dada bag against their larger Bonnie bag. I wanted to kind of compare the whole belt detailing with the belt buckle. The essay was telling me that the larger Bonnie bag has been very popular for people as a work bag, and then I saw the green one on the shelf, which I did remember that I saw online. I feel like this green is very muted and bright kind of simultaneously. What do you guys think? I do love the shade of gray on this Dada bag. Like, you guys know how much I love the gray flamencos. Even though the Dada is so clearly a quote-unquote rip-off of the Loewe Flamenco, I do actually like the longer, thinner straps, and I do actually like the thin little belt detail in between. But you guys know at the end of the day, I will always choose a Loewe Flamenco. And here are their two sizes side by side. Do any of you guys own the bigger size? How does it feel when you put more stuff in it? Does it get really weighty? They both do actually pass my elbow test. I believe both of the shoulder straps on these bags are actually the same exact drop length, so you don't have to worry about that. But aesthetically, I do like the smaller one more. And then I popped into Fendi because I wanted to see their dark green Fendi Napa baguette in person. Unfortunately, they didn't have the FF embossed one in store, but they had it available in the ostrich color. You guys know me, I'm not a big ostrich person, but tell me that this shade of green is not exactly the same shade of green as my rain tree green from Bottega. They're both like dark green, but there's like a slight blue undertone to it where it's not like a green, it's kind of almost like a dark teal green, if that makes sense. And then here is a mini baguette in the stingray. I love the star in the center of any of the pieces that have a stingray. It's that little white center that I think that's actually such a nice detail. The mini baguette in stingray is about like $2,000 more expensive than a regular mini baguette, but I think it is really pretty. The texture of it is very, I don't know, scaly in a way. And then here's a peekaboo that's in eel. I actually did not know that they made any bags in eel. The essay that I was speaking to told me that the bags in eel just released, I think this past week is what he told me. This has a very nice sheen to it. I don't know, it's very interesting. I feel like it's very reminiscent of croc almost. I like it. I don't think I see myself ever buying it, but I do actually like it. It is very interesting and it's new. And here I am trying on more green bags. This green sequin piece really immediately caught my eye right when I walked into the store. The inside of this, I didn't film it, but the inside of this green bag is actually like a pink satin, like a neon pink satin, which I actually really like the contrast between these two. Which one do you like more? And here is the mini baguette hack, because I don't like the way that this bag falls crossbody. It's way too long. However, if you basically clip the strap on itself, you can turn this bag into a shoulder bag. How freaking genius is this? Oh my word. So basically now I'm considering adding a mini baguette into my collection. Before I was all about the medium baguettes, but now maybe. And then of course the fun part of baguettes is that you can add different top handles, different straps. This is just a green jacquard strap that you can make it longer or make it a lot shorter, so it kind of can act as a little bum bag as well. And here is the brand new Louis Vuitton Express bag in the window. I actually was not expecting to like the visuals of the leather. Close up and in person, you can actually see the detail of the grain. Like, it actually looks like a very nice leather. However, I was not able to touch it. I did, however, see this bag on display while I was waiting in the queue. And this bag, no offense to anyone that owns it or wants it, but I think this is the cheapest looking bag that I've seen in so long. The way that it felt, it honestly felt fake. I think it's just the overall construction of the bag, the design of it, the feel. It just felt very flimsy, and this is the definition of a slapdash. Like, let's just put canvas on something and sell it. I don't know, I just really don't like the bag. However, this did intrigue me. I did see these charms recently on the Handbag Tribe's trip to Paris. I do think it's a very nice touch to be able to personalize a Capucine's bag, especially with how expensive they are. So it's basically kind of like Lady Dior charms for Louis Vuitton Capucines. And then they did have this cute little decorative table area. I should actually buy this Taipei travel book. I have the Tokyo one. The next time I go inside a Louis Vuitton store, I will get the Taipei one. So they obviously still had some of the Murakami cherry. What I did actually like about this mini Alma is that the bottom of it was canvas. I think that's absolutely genius. I did not know that they did that. The same as how they designed the new Nano Noe, where they protect the base of the bottom by using canvas instead of vachetta, so you don't see all the watermarks or if it gets dirty. Very smart move. Here is the Louis Vuitton low-key cookie bag, I believe. Do you guys see how narrow and thin this is? I feel like it's kind of like a thinner version of the Eloise mixed with a thinner version of the Prada RK bag. I actually like the way it looks. It's very fortune cookie as you see the slouch in the middle. I definitely feel like if you put more stuff in it, it would definitely look more natural and relaxed. But actually on the shoulder, it was very comfortable, and I actually liked how thin it was. Very cute. The way my eyes immediately went for the green bags on the shelf, I actually was very close to buying these bags recently online because they did have like a 25% off sale, but I digress. If you look close up on the bag, this bag is one completely leather lined. The inside is suede as well, but the outside grain texture looks so nice, and I love the white stitching against the white little Ralph Lauren logo. It's basically an Hermes Picotine but with wings on the side. And then this bag has been really popular as well. I've been seeing this online as well, and also they had this mini little bag charm version of it. I definitely just need to chill with the green bags for sure. And then I also saw this on the shelf. Tell me this does not look like an Hermes Birkin, but not an Hermes Birkin, but the whole flap top situation, basically the quarter top of this bag is giving Hermes Birkin vibes, except a lot more busy. I don't know, it's just a lot going on in the front. I think a little bit too much. What do you guys think of this bag? It's giving very quirky vibes. The bottom of the bag is also interesting. Instead of hardware feet, they just did kind of an extra layer of leather or pieces of leather to kind of hold it upright. And then last but not least, of course, we had to pop into Celine. They actually had their larger Lulus available, and this is in the new back leather. It's basically a suede, I believe. It's a very dry texture. I know suede is very in right now. I feel like so many people are buying suede Bottega Veneta bags, but we come back to this. This was very nice. I feel like suede for me, I can't own suede because it's too high maintenance, but I do like the aesthetic. Like, I feel like suede is very its own lane. I don't really know how to describe it. Because I'm not personally a suede girly, I asked the Celine essay that I spoke to, who was, mind you, a 20 out of a 10, if they had any other colors available in the Lulus, and they did. This blue with the silver hardware and this cream with the gold just recently came out. Like, these are fresh off the season. And then they did actually have kind of a gray black wash denim Lulu as well, but only in the smaller size. No joke, this looks like a pair of pants that I own. If they made like a light blue denim wash with the Lulu, I actually would consider it, with like champagne or yellow gold hardware. I think that would be really nice. So these are the 3 new ones this season. What do you guys think? This is the large size on its own, and you guys see the little bag charm. So the Lulu in the large size does not come with additional strap, and the D-ring on the side is specifically for bag charms, which I love because it's kind of like my Prada Amy, where they added the D-rings just to add a bag charm. And this little bag charm looks so cute, the little fuzzy Triumph logo. Here you can compare the slouches of the Large Lulu with the teen Jodie. Which slouch do you guys like more? It's basically the battle of the slouch. And here is a close-up of the grained leather on this bag. You can really see it. It's actually really nice. I feel like it looks a lot more durable than, let's say, the Ava Triumph leather that's normally really smooth. And I actually love the fact that they use silver hardware on this. I feel like this shade of blue would work with both gold or silver, but the silver hardware on this is very nice. It adds just a different cool girl element to it. What do you guys think? Are any of you guys thinking of getting this bag? Thoughts, comments, concerns? I actually like it. It's kind of giving Jodie slouch, kind of. Hello guys, we are back in my car. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I have the AC on. It is very hot. Today was actually super fun. I walked into Celine to just peruse, and I honestly feel like because it was dead, so many people were super nice. There was like very little pressure. I was just looking at stuff. They had the brand new medium size Lulu that you guys saw me try on. It's not as soft as, let's say, the Prada Amy or the Flamenco. Like, if you ever touch the Prada Amy in person, you just know how delicious and soft that bag is. The Lulu has grain calf skin, and it's not that soft. Like, it doesn't feel cheap obviously, but it doesn't feel crazy soft, which I think could be a plus if you're worried about it getting scratched. I feel like the leather on the Lulu seems a lot more durable for every day, at least I think, because when you compare the medium Lulu like texture of that grain leather versus the Triumph Ava bag, like that one honestly looks like it could scratch relatively easy. Like if you nick something, if you replace it on something, I feel like because of the smoothness and the sheen of that, whereas the Lulu actually seems very durable. Like, if you guys are able to touch it in person, you guys can see the difference. So the Prada Bonnie bag, I actually thought it was very cute because when I saw the green color online, I was like, I need to try that color on. I feel like the green is nice, but I wasn't obsessed, and you guys know me, I'm very picky with my greens. I also went into Fendi to try on the green emerald FF. They unfortunately didn't have that available, but they did have it in the ostrich in essentially the same exact color, but it actually was pretty much on par with the Rain Tree. So if you guys love the Rain Tree green, like just the shade in general, and you wanted a bag with that color, I would totally recommend the Fendi, I believe it's called Emerald, I think, to give that a go as well. The downside is that they didn't have that available in the mini. If they had the Emerald FF in the mini, I actually would consider the mini, but you guys know me, the only thing I don't like about the Fendi mini is the chain strap. However, when the essay was showing me like basically a Fendi hack, you clip the D-rings of the strap on itself, basically you can turn it to a shoulder bag, and that I actually really enjoyed because when you just crossbody it, it's way too long. And then I was able to see so many green bags at Fendi, so that was really fun. I actually wanted to go into Cartier to try on the new small Santos size. However, the line at Cartier was so long. Out of all of the stores, and it's a Sunday today, the 2 longest lines were Goyard, easily had like 10 people when I walked by, and then Cartier had maybe like 5 or 6. Ironically, they're both right next to each other as well. The Cartier store on Rodeo looks so sad. It looks very bleak, I would say. The Louis Vuitton, Dior, Gucci, nowhere else had any lines, just Goyard and Cartier. But anyways, I don't think I'm gonna go get a matcha. I think I'm just gonna go home, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comments if there's any other bags you guys would like me to try on. The Bonnie, I forgot who wanted me to try that on, but that was for you, girl. As always, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps support my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.